Hey guys, it's Melanie. Welcome back, or welcome if you are new. I hope you're having a fantastic day. I am super excited about sharing today's perfume review here on my channel. I'm always excited about reviewing perfume, but particularly excited about this one. So listen up. If you want to smell like an actual snack, and if you want that fragrance to be super affordable, I have the best possible recommendation in the world for you, and it is the Paris Corner Marshmallow Blush. Have you heard of this? Oh my gosh, this is amazing, you guys. I purchased this for less than $50. I will have it linked right at the top of the description box. It was under $50, and I have fallen in love with this. It turns out this is also a pretty perfect dupe for another fragrance that I already have in my collection that I was planning on purchasing the full size of. This is the Kayali Yum Boujee Marshmallow. You guys heard me reviewing this little cutie pie here probably a couple of months ago. And I mentioned in that video that I absolutely love this fragrance, that it's delicious, that it is a perfect gourmand. I still definitely agree with that assessment, but you know what? There's no way that I'm going to spend money on this, because this is actually an exact dupe. And honestly, I feel like this lasts on my skin longer than the Kayali does. So yeah, I think we have a new queen bee in the old perfume collection here, because this is one that I don't see myself giving up anytime soon. Also, I cannot get enough of the packaging. When this first came in the mail, I was blown away by the weight of the bottle. This is so heavy. The lid is solid. Like, everything about this screams like super high-end perfume. I cannot put into words how absolutely perfect this packaging is. This is 3.4 fluid ounces, and I paid less than $50 for this. Less than $50. I cannot believe the price point, you guys. And I think one of the amazing things about this fragrance is that it comes so perfectly packaged. I cannot get over this box. I'm tempted to keep it and display it in the background here, but realistically, do I need to display a cardboard box in my house? No, I don't. But let's take a close-up look at this. First of all, the box is perfectly pink. Everything is like embossed on the front here in terms of the little village scene that you have here. And then the back, I think I love this little, it's such a small detail, but I just thought it was so sweet. They've got a little wax seal here. So when you open the perfume up, you basically slide out this this little thing here that actually holds your fragrance in this slot. Look at this packaging. This is so beautiful and so incredibly well done. I would think that this would be $150, if not more. The packaging is chef's kiss. Love it. Anyway, that's not the most important part here. The most important part is what the fragrance smells like, what the overall lasting power is, what the projection of the fragrance is. That's the good stuff, right? So let's go ahead and let's dig in. If you are newer to my personal fragrance reviews, I always like to start out by reading through the scent story. I have personally always found that that is a really good way for me to get a sense of what I can expect in a fragrance. I will then go through the top, middle, and base notes. I will tell you how this comes across on my skin, so how it interacts with my personal body chemistry. I'll compare it to the Yum Boujee Marshmallow, and then we'll get into the overall projection of the fragrance and of course the lasting power, because those are two very important things when it comes to perfume. So let me go ahead and read through the scent story here. So it says, delight in the sweet, whimsical charm of Marshmallow Blush, a fragrance that captures the essence of youthful joy and indulgent sweetness. This enchanting perfume opens with a luscious burst of juicy strawberry, tangy raspberry, and zesty lemon, creating an irresistibly vibrant introduction. As Marshmallow Blush unfolds, the heart reveals a delicate blend of orange blossom and ambroxan, adding a soft, radiant sophistication that beautifully contrasts with the playful top notes. The base is a comforting embrace of creamy musk, sugar candy scents, and fluffy marshmallow, leaving a warm, delectable trail that lingers like a sweet memory. All right, so what are our top, middle, and base notes? At the top, we have strawberry, raspberry, and lemon. In the middle notes, we have ambroxan and orange blossom. At the base, we have musk, candy scents, and marshmallow. All right, let's go ahead and apply, and let's get to sniffing here. So first of all, love the atomizer. This is a really good quality atomizer. So let's take a look at that beautiful mist. Do you see that? Just perfect. It's so perfect. You guys, immediately after spraying this, like I fall in love with this scent every single time. You are immediately hit with strawberry, with raspberry, and that little hint of lemon. It's like a little squeeze of like a sweetened lemon juice, almost like a lemonade, but it really is that strawberry and that raspberry that immediately embraces you. Oh, it's so soft and it's very creamy. This is a very like creamy type of approach to those fruity notes. Honestly, so good. What's funny about this one though is when it comes to the mid notes, I really don't notice the mid notes at all. I don't really smell that ambroxan, and I really don't get that orange blossom. I think those would be great if they were present in the fragrance, but for whatever reason, my nose is just skipping over them, and it then goes straight into those base notes of the musk, the candy, and the marshmallow fluff. So the muskiness that I'm getting is just a little bit of, I would say, like a creamy musk note. It kind of, I guess, mellows the fragrance out a little bit more. I feel like that is the role that the musk plays in this scent. And the marshmallow really presents itself as like a fluffy pink marshmallow note. It has the perfect amount of sweetness. In terms of other candy-like notes, I mean, it smells sweet, so I guess in that respect, you know, the sweetness from the marshmallow could be considered like a candy sweetness, but it's not like I smell Skittles in here or Smarties or really any other type of actual candy note. It's mostly just a like pink fluffy marshmallow, and that pink fluffy marshmallow with that creamy musk note blends perfectly with the creamy strawberry, the creamy raspberry, and that little tiny hint of that squeeze of lemon juice that just adds like a little tang, a slight little zing to the fragrance. This is creamy. It is absolutely perfect. I would not change a single thing about this fragrance. It is pure, sweet, gourmand heaven. I don't think this is overly sweet, but it is definitely a sweet fragrance. Listen, if you are not into sweet scents, I would skip this one altogether. It's probably not going to appeal to that crowd anyway. But if you are wanting a true, delicious, yummy gourmand, you're gonna wanna try this one. So while we're at it, let's go ahead and apply the Kayali Yum Boujee Marshmallow to this arm over here, and let's do a quick comparison. My gosh, you guys, they are so similar. I think actually, listen, they're both good. I'm not gonna knock this because it's a great scent. This is fantastic. And if you wanna spend the money on the Yum Boujee Marshmallow, go for it. I had a wonderful experience with the overall projection and the lasting power of this one, but this one is so much more affordable. And really the experience between the two is incredibly similar. If you love this one, you're gonna love this one. I think the only key difference that I can really tell is that the Yum Boujee Marshmallow does not have that creamy musk note. I don't think it needs it, but I do think it adds something a little special to the marshmallow blush. Yeah. Listen, they're both delicious. I don't think you can go wrong with either one of these, but I think if you can save a few bucks and honestly get a lot more product for the price, you cannot go wrong with this marshmallow blush. If you're interested in this and you want to save some money, just buy this. I'm telling you, it is such a lovely experience. And in fact, it's one of those scents that I feel like you can absolutely douse yourself in this and it never becomes overwhelming. It's perfect. This is absolutely perfect. So in terms of the fragrance, I wish I had like 75 thumbs to give this more thumbs up because it is heavenly. I'm telling you, if these fragrance notes appeal to you, you have to try it. You have to. I'm sorry, you have to try it. So obviously, just as important as the fragrance itself, the performance of the perfume is really important. So let's go ahead and discuss the overall projection and lasting power of Marshmallow Blush here. I am definitely pleased on both fronts there as well. So in terms of projection, this is definitely going to be a noticeable fragrance, but it is not the type of scent that is necessarily going to enter the room before you do. It's not overly aggressive, but when people come near you, they're gonna notice it. And in my experience, I have just owned this for a few days now, you guys, and I've already been stopped a couple of times. In fact, I was stopped yesterday at our mailbox when I went down to get the mail. One of the other neighbor ladies was coming up to check her mailbox, and she actually asked me, "What are you wearing? That smells really good." She was like, "I don't really like that for me." She's more into heavier, deeper florals, but she was like, "My granddaughter would absolutely love that. What is that perfume?" So I told her what it was. So yes, this is definitely something that has invited some compliments in a very short amount of time of owning it. So it is a noticeable scent, but again, not overly aggressive. It's not gonna smack people in the face. It really has a lovely presentation to it. And what I think I am most pleased about is the lasting power here. Honestly, you guys, I can put this on in the morning. I can get through my entire workday and still smell this on my skin when I am leaving the studio at the end of the day. So I would say my wear time has, and I always apply on moisturized skin, my wear time has been somewhere in the like 6 to 8 hour range. Right after about 8 hours, I do notice it falling off pretty quickly, but getting 6 to 8 hours of wear out of an eau de parfum, I think is a really good performance. And I don't know, I honestly cannot say enough good things about this. If these fragrance notes appeal to you, if the price point appeals to you, if you are looking for a dupe of the Yum Boujee Marshmallow, you have to try this one. I'm telling you, it is so worth checking out. Also, if you want a suggestion for a body spray to pair with this one, I just reviewed this earlier this week. This is the Sniff Extra Whip Body Mist. Oh my gosh, so good. This is fabulous on its own. Obviously, it's just a body mist, so it doesn't have insane lasting power or anything like that, but it makes a really good base for this marshmallow blush. If you have both, you should pair them together for sure. But anyway, moral of the story here is that I've absolutely fallen in love with marshmallow blush. This will be a part of my collection going forward. I'm not gonna spend the money on the full size of this. I'm just gonna keep going with this. Let me know if you have tried marshmallow blush and what your experience has been. Do you love it as much as I do? Do you get a ton of compliments on it? I don't think you can go wrong here. So if you're in the market, again, I'll have it linked at the very top of the description box. Let me know if you have any questions, share your experience in the comments below. I really appreciate you guys being here. If you're interested in more in-depth perfume reviews, make sure you hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.